Hi, welcome to our second attempt of Wellness Wednesday Facebook Live as my computer can't keep up with my movements. So we're going to do this on mobile, which hopefully won't be as jumpy. So if you haven't seen us before, I am Dr. Jessica. I'm the naturopathic doctor here at the Coach House. And so today I'm going to be talking a little bit about detoxing. So detoxing can kind of be a bit of a controversial topic. There are some critics that say, hey, your body is detoxing all the time. That's its job. Why do you need something special to be able to do what your body's already doing? It doesn't make sense. And that's true. Our bodies are really great at detoxing, and we're doing it all day. Every single day, your body is working at detoxing and eliminating. And so we do have 5 different routes of detoxification and elimination. For females, it's 6. So we have our skin, we have kidneys, bowels, your lungs, and then your liver. And then for females, we also have menses, or your uterus is another way to detox. So our bodies are constantly doing that. And when it comes to the liver, that tends to be your powerhouse when it is detoxing. So there are 2 phases. There's phase 1 and there's phase 2. And this is where a lot of those toxins are converted by our liver into waste products so that they can be eliminated through your bowels or through your kidneys generally. And both of these phases take a lot of nutrients. So you're looking at your B vitamins, your folic acid, some minerals, some antioxidants, all of that. And so what ends up happening is that we can get bogged down. And so there's a lot of toxins that we're exposed to on a regular basis. And a lot of these you're going to be familiar with, right? So, the air pollution from the exhaust and whatever else that we're breathing in, chemicals that we're exposed to through cleaning products or personal care products, or the scents or phthalates or parabens, estrogens from plastics. It's actually estimated that females are exposed to 168 different chemicals every single day just through personal care products, which is staggering. And then it's not only that, but it's actually been, any of the plastics that you're leaching, any of the plastics that you're using, they're leaching those xenoestrogens, which are endocrine disruptors. And even drinking water has been shown to contain some trace amounts of birth control and other medications, because it's not always clean through the processing. So, your body can only do so much. And so there's other things too, even from your foods, right? So alcohol, preservatives, food colorings, pesticides, even sometimes the food itself. So if you have any food sensitivities, oftentimes this will cause a bit of an immune reaction in your body. And so your liver is responsible for clearing that excess inflammation and even some of the foods that you're not really processing that well. Sugar is another one. So sugar adds to the stress of your liver. And so any of that excess glucose that we consume has to be processed by your liver. Fructose is always processed through your liver. And this is why a lot of times they'll talk about lower glycemic sweeteners, but really it just means that it's higher in fructose. So it's not the insulin that's utilizing it, it's going to be your liver. And so this causes backup as well. And so it's converting those sugars into either glycogen for storage, energy storage, or it's going to be converted into fat. And same thing, if you're losing any weight or you're breaking down fat cells, any of those fat soluble toxins are also going to be released, and then your body also has to process this. So by this point, probably what you're thinking is, wow, our bodies do a ton, and that's true. And so it can get backed up. Our diets aren't perfect. We're under constant stress. We eat way too much sugar in general. Most people don't have stellar digestion. And all of this can affect how efficiently we are able to eliminate. And then this tends to be the reason why I recommend doing a detox twice a year, because it's a way to refocus on our health and give our bodies all the things we need so that it can do its job as well as possible. And it gets us back on track, right? So really a good detox is a way to just kind of reset. And I generally focus on the nutritional detoxes because this is what's going to give your body those nutrients. I don't do any kind of caloric restriction or any of the crazy fasts or juice cleanses or even like a master cleanse. And I find that sometimes this can even impede the process, because what can happen is by the time you're done doing one of these really restrictive faster cleanses, you do that rebound binge, right? Because you're just so depleted and tired and hungry, and it kind of sets you back, right? Instead of moving forward and making sure that we're setting ourselves on a really good track to continue, which is what will happen with that nutritional detox, it can kind of put us in the opposite direction. So nobody really gorges on broccoli. So if you're eating really great foods for your body, you don't need to be restricting the amounts. So a good detox is going to focus on making sure you're getting lots of those nutrient-dense foods like fruits and vegetables, avoiding those processed fats. I mean, corn is not a fatty food, so there's a lot of processing that goes into like a corn oil or vegetable oil to make it into an oil or fat. Whereas your nuts, your seeds, your avocados, coconut oil, avocado oil, these are all really natural, healthy fats that your body knows what to do with. Increasing your fiber, making sure that your gut is really working well, will make sure that anything you're releasing or anything that is getting put into the bowels is being bound and carried out and not being reabsorbed into your body to be dealt with again. Stabilizing those blood sugars, avoiding sugar and the excess starch, right? So refined starches have become a really big staple in North American diets, and to your body, it doesn't really matter whether it is a refined starch or it's a sugar. It's just glucose molecules, and your body's going to have to deal with it pretty much the same way. So sugar has become one of the things that I focus on a lot when it comes to cleaning up diets and doing those nutritional detoxes, mainly because it's really detrimental to our bodies, between the effects on blood sugar regulation, insulin, inflammation, and a whole whack of other things. It can throw off our cortisol and our melatonin and everything else. So reducing that sugar and really focusing on those nutrients that your liver needs and every cell of your body really needs to do its job. And that's going to come from your fruits and your vegetables and your healthy fats and your lean, healthy protein amino acid sources. Supplements are something that will often be thrown into a detox, and it's not critical or necessary for you to be taking a supplement when you're doing it, but it can have a lot of added benefit, right? So certain herbs like milk thistle has actually been shown to be hepatoprotective, right? So it's going to protect your liver. So while it's dealing with all of these toxins and this exposure, something like milk thistle can actually protect against that damage. And it's even been suggested that it may help regenerate liver cells and tissue, which is amazing. A lot of the other supplements, if you're getting a good one that's tailored for you, is going to focus on boosting those routes of elimination, maybe giving you an antioxidant boost that's going to help with binding those toxins and preventing that backup. But again, it's not 100% necessary, and quality and concentration or dosage becomes really important. And so you do want to speak to your either your naturopath or your primary healthcare provider, just to make sure what you're taking is right for you and it's at a good concentration and dosage, and there's not going to be any of that reaction or issue with it, because they're not all the same, and you do need to make sure you're taking something that's right for you. So our clinic detox challenge is going to be kicking off in about a week and a half, and this is going to be our third one now. So if you haven't joined in before, you're welcome to join. You can give the clinic a call or book it online, and we'll get you set up on kind of a meal plan and a way to do it. And so myself and the practitioners here are all going to do it as well for 10 days. And it's a really great way to just kind of reset, and it's all based on diet and foods versus a lot of supplementation or fasting. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. We are going to be posting a blog post that goes through pretty much everything we talked about here with a little bit more detail and some more information. So you can always visit that. It'll be in the comment section. The link will either be in the comment section or in kind of the upper part if we can figure out how to make that work. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks for our next Wellness Wednesday video. Take care.